Hey, it's your friend Mel, and I'm coming in hot because you are exhausted. You're not tired because you're a bad parent. You're tired because you keep trying to co parent with somebody who feeds on conflict and control. You draft long texts. You explain. You over explain. You send proof. You wait for that magical line where they finally reply, "You're right," like a unicorn that never shows up. And while you chase their agreement, your nervous system is held hostage. Your kid picks up the tension, and your life becomes one long reaction to their latest stunt. I want you to hear me. You don't need their agreement, you need your boundaries. Boundaries are not negotiations. They are decisions you make and enforce without their buy-in. Read that again in your head and sit up a little taller. Every time you ask a high conflict ex to cooperate before you act, you've already lost the moment because you handed them the steering wheel. They're playing a control game. You're playing, let's be reasonable. Different games, different rule books. You will never get a win by using the wrong rules. You know the trap. Last minute schedule changes that drop like bombs. Can't do pickup. It's your problem. Baiting texts at midnight. You're unstable. Answer me now. Public smear comments on the team page or the neighborhood thread. Withholding school or medical info and then blaming you for being uninvolved. Urgent demands that aren't urgent at all. I need the birth certificate in the next 10 minutes. Using your kid as the messenger. Tell dad I said he's late again. These are hooks. They want your time, your attention, your outrage, because outrage is attention and attention is control. So here's the new mantra you will tattoo on your mind. Let them be mad. Let them call you difficult. Let them disagree. You're not here to manage their emotions. You're here to protect your peace and your kid. Let them send a novel. You will send one line. Let them spin a story online. You will document offline. Let them perform chaos. You will not audition. Hands off. Drop the oars. And listen to me carefully. If there is violence, stalking, threats, or you feel afraid, this is no longer a boundary conversation. It's a safety and legal one. Document everything, create a safety plan, and get professional support immediately. Your safety and your child's safety are the top priority, period. For the rest of this, I'm giving you a concrete system that does not require their consent. 3 non-negotiable boundaries that function like guardrails. So you can drive a calm, steady lane no matter what's swerving around you. Logistics only communication. Parallel parenting structure. Consequences with documentation. I'll give you exact scripts. I'll teach you the 90-second pause that ends the text war. And I'll show you what to do when they escalate, smear, or try to yank you back into chaos. Because they will. This is how your sanity returns. You stop seeking their cooperation and you start enforcing your rules, not to punish, to protect, to stabilize your home, to give your kid the gift of one solid, regulated parent. Stop asking permission from someone who benefits when you doubt yourself. You are the adult in charge of your side of the street. Starting now, we move from chasing agreement to standing inside the boundaries that create peace. I love you, and I'm not letting you drown in their river another day. Here's the reality check you've been needing. Normal co-parenting assumes 2 adults with shared goals, basic goodwill, and the ability to regulate themselves. That's not what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a high conflict, high control person who feeds on attention and reaction. They don't need agreement. They need dominance. They don't need information. They need your dysregulation. And if you keep playing the be reasonable game with someone who's playing get a rise out of you, you will keep losing your peace, your time, and your grip on yourself. Let me name the trap so you can see it coming a mile away. You send a calm, thoughtful message. Pick up at 3 p.m. at school. I'll bring the inhaler. They move the goalposts. Actually, make it 4. And since you forgot last time, don't bother. I don't trust you. You defend and explain. I didn't forget. The nurse had it. Here's the email. They twist it. Wow. So you admit you didn't have it. You get hooked. Your chest tightens. Your thumbs start flying. And then you're sitting there writing a novel of a text like, what the hell am I doing? Meanwhile, they feel powerful because your nervous system's doing cartwheels. That's the cycle. It is not random. It's a control loop. You need a simple rule that snaps you out of it. DEEP is the poison. Don't defend, don't engage, don't explain, don't personalize. Why? Because depth is where they hook you. The more you explain, the more material they have to twist. The more you defend, the more you've agreed their accusation is the topic. The more you engage, the longer the episode goes. The moment you personalize, you hand them your self-worth. Your job is to stay out of the deep end. Logistics only, shallow water, safe footing. I can hear you, but Mel, I'm just trying to be collaborative. I love you. And that's beautiful when it's reciprocated. It's chaos when it's weaponized. Different goals, friend. Your goal is predictable logistics and your child's well-being. Their goal is emotional leverage and control. So stop letting their goal draft your schedule, your replies, and your heart rate. This is the part where you pivot from arguing to acting. You will not convince them to be reasonable because they are not playing your game. The only winning move is to change what you do. You install the boundary system. Communication is for logistics only. Parallel parenting structure replaces faux teamwork, and consequences with documentation make it real. You add the let them mindset, like armor. Let them be mad. Let them send 10 paragraphs. Let them threaten to tell everyone. You do not chase their feelings. You hold your lane. You keep it boring. You follow through. When you stop going DEEP and you stop seeking agreement, the loop breaks. You don't need them to get it. You need you to get it. Hands off, drop the oars. Back to shore, back to your business, back to peace. Picture this with me because it's the exact visual that will save your sanity. You're in a tiny boat on a fast river. Every time you argue with your ex, you grab the oars and start paddling upstream hard against their current of chaos. You think if you just paddle a little faster, say it a little clearer, add one more proof screenshot, you'll get back to the peaceful bend in the river where people cooperate. You won't, because they are the upstream. Arguing is how they generate the current. Boundaries are how you drop the oars. When you drop the oars, you stop fighting their water. You turn your boat toward your shore, your business, your peace, your kid, and you let their current pass. Hands off, drop the oars. Here's the internal script you're going to run out loud if you need to. Let them rant. Let them accuse. Let them rewrite history. Let them threaten to tell everyone. And then let me return to my business. Say that last line again. And then let me return to my business. Your business is your choices, your home, your schedule, your documentation, your nervous system. Their business is their feelings, their stories, their need to bait. Let them have their business. You return to yours. Now, the reason you keep grabbing the oars is not because you're weak, it's because you're anxious. Control is anxiety in disguise. Your nervous system is screaming certainty now. So you try to wrestle certainty out of them. That's not where certainty lives. Boundaries create certainty for you. You decide what you respond to, how you respond, and when you respond. Boom, certainty. Use these 3 self-coaching questions before you reply to anything. What am I afraid of? Whose business am I in? What would peace look like in this moment? Ask them in that order. Fear check calms your limbic system. Business check pulls your attention out of their river. Peace check points your boat downstream. 9 times out of 10, peace looks like short, boring, logistics only, sent when I am regulated. Which brings me to your new rule, the response window. You do not respond on their timeline. You respond inside yours when your body is calm and within your boundary framework. That might mean you wait until after school pickup. It might mean you sleep on it and reply by noon tomorrow. If it's true logistics and time sensitive for the child, you still honor the window, but from regulation, not reactivity. You are not a 911 for their emotions. And yes, this pivot sets up the whole system we're building. You'll install boundaries in a progression. First, communication rules logistics only, and out of the DEEP end. Then, structure parallel parenting. So schedules and responsibilities are clear without pretending you're teammates. Finally, Consequences plus documentation, because enforcement is what makes those first two real. That's the architecture. Let them splash upstream. You're done paddling. You're choosing peace so you can parent from steadiness, not reactivity. I love you. Keep your hands off the oars and your eyes on your lane. All right, boundary number 1 goes in right here like a steel beam. Communication is for logistics only, not feelings, not history, not judgments, logistics only. One written channel, no phone calls unless there's an actual emergency with the kid. That means you pick the lane email or a co-parenting app, and that is the only lane you use. You do not text, you do not DM, you do not respond to drive-by comments on social media. If they text, you redirect, please send through email app so we can keep this organized. You keep repeating the lane until they get bored and use it. Why so strict? Because phone calls are tone wars and amnesia factories. Nobody can screenshot a sigh. Calls turn into, you said, no, I didn't theater. And that keeps you in the deep end. Writing slows everything down, creates clarity, gives you a time-stamped record, and forces both of you into facts. Written communication also gives you your response window. You regulate first. You answer once. You starve the fire. Documentation is your friend, not to weaponize, but to end the he said, she said loop and protect your nervous system. Here's the rule of 3 structure you'll use in every message. Confirm, clarify, close. Confirm the specific logistics at hand. Confirming drop-off Friday, 5 p.m. at school entrance. Clarify any needed detail in one sentence. Inhaler, in backpack, front pocket. Close the loop with a neutral request or statement. Please confirm by 3 p.m. or see you then. That's it. No frosting, no feelings, no history lesson. Your tone is Biff light. Brief, informative, friendly, neutral, firm. We're talking yes, no facts, calendar items, addresses, medications, no adjectives, no always, no never, no I can't believe. Save your feelings for your therapist, your journal, your best friend. When you're talking to a high conflict ex, feelings are bait. Don't go DEE. P, don't defend, don't engage, don't explain, don't personalize. Let's practice with their favorite hooks. You're a terrible parent. Your response, I'm available to discuss drop-off at 5 p.m. Please confirm. Then stop. Don't go DEEP. The kid says they hate your house. Your response, thanks for sharing. Pickup is Sunday at 4 p.m. as scheduled. Then stop. Don't go DEEP. You always do this. Your response, noted. The schedule remains as ordered. Then stop. Don't go DEEP. Notice the muscle we're building. One response, you respond once with logistics. If they continue, you stop. That's the one response policy. Every ping after that is attention bait. Let them send a novel. You do not audition. You keep your hands off the oars, and you keep your messages boring. Boring is beautiful. Install this boundary explicitly so you're not playing whack-a-mole. Script it, send it, save it. For clarity and our child's benefit, please use app email for all logistics, scheduling, pickups, drop-offs, school, medical updates. I won't be responding to texts or calls unless there's an emergency involving our child. I'll reply within your window on logistics sent through that channel. Then you live it. If they call to argue, you let it ring. You follow up in writing with logistics only. They will call you cold. Let them. Cold is calm. Calm is safe. Safe is what your kid needs. You're not cold. You're clear. And clarity is kindness when chaos is the alternative. Keep it written. Keep it logistical. Keep it brief. That's how you starve the conflict and protect your nervous system. Structure beats drama. Read that again. With a high conflict ex, you are not teammates in a 3-legged race. You are 2 adults parenting the same child on parallel tracks. 2 homes, 1 child, minimal coordination, maximum predictability. That's parallel parenting. It is not a failure. It's the structure that keeps your kid out of the blast zone and gives you your life back. Here's the frame: what you will coordinate and what you won't. Yes to school and medical essentials, attendance, pickups and drop-offs, vaccinations, prescriptions, IEP, 504, travel dates that the order requires, emergencies, in writing, on the app or email, within your response window. No to opinions and style bedtime debates, screen policies, chores philosophy, nutrition shaming, how you should parent, your personal life, their new partner, your new partner. Let them run their house. You run yours. Hands off. Drop the oars. Install a default yes-no system so decisions aren't a wrestling match. Default yes is the court order or parenting plan. That's the schedule. That's the handoff point. That's the holiday split. Default no is everything that is not in that document unless there is specific notice and written agreement from both of you. No mutual written agreement, default holds. You don't argue feelings. You enforce the default. And since they love schedule manipulation, you're going to memorize these scripts. I can switch this time. I'm not available to change the schedule. We'll follow the parenting plan. If you loved our kid, you'd do it. I'm not discussing motivation. I'm not available. Next exchange is Friday, 6 p.m. Just tell the kid we changed it. Please communicate schedule changes directly to me in writing. We'll follow the plan. Now we pull the child completely out of the messenger role. To your kid, warm and steady. You never have to carry messages. The adults handle the schedule. Repeat it. Live it. If they say, Mom said tell you, you cut it off kindly. Thanks for telling me. You don't need to do that. The adults will talk. Then you document to the ex. Please communicate schedule changes directly to me in writing. Full stop. House rules sovereignty is next. You don't litigate their house. They don't run yours. In your home, you set simple, repeated rules that never depend on what the other parent does. Homework before screens. Bedtime is 8:30. Shoes by the door. We speak respectfully here. You do duplicates of essentials, extra charger, toothbrush, weather-appropriate clothes so you never have to beg or bicker for items. Remove the leverage. Reduce the friction. Predictability is safety. Why this matters? Kids of conflict become little weather forecasters, scanning the adults for storms. Parallel parenting ends the triangulation. When the plan is the plan and your house is calm and consistent, their nervous system settles. They stop managing you. You become the regulated parent. Let them be mad about your boundaries. Let them claim you're not flexible. You are flexible to the plan and firm to the chaos. Structure beats drama every time. Here's the hard truth, and I need you to swallow it whole. If you set a boundary and you don't enforce it, you just taught them it's optional. Boundaries are not sentences you say. They are actions you take. The muscle that makes a boundary real is consequence. And no, not punishment, not revenge, not a gotcha. A consequence is simply what you will do next to protect time, safety, and clarity, predictable, boring, and entirely in your control. So let's get concrete. If they harass you in writing with accusations and essays, your boundary plus consequence looks like this. If you continue sending non-child related messages, I will not respond. I will reply to logistics within 24 hours. Then do it. They send 10 paragraphs? Let them. You send nothing unless there's a single sentence needed to confirm pickup, drop off, one line, logistics only. That's the consequence. If they call you repeatedly to yank you into a tone war, you silence the calls and require written communication. Do not disturb is your new best friend. Your written follow-up. For our records, please communicate logistics through app, email. I won't be answering calls. Then you stop answering calls. Let them ring. You are not a 24/7 customer service line for their emotions. If exchanges become hostile, late, baiting, or loud, you change the venue. Your message: to ensure predictable and safe exchanges, future handoffs will occur at public location, exchange service, police station lobby until further notice. Confirming Friday, 6 p.m., then you show up at the new location. You don't debate the past. You implement a safer present. If they withhold school or medical info, you stop chasing them and go straight to the source. You contact the school. Please add me to all communications and portals. You contact the pediatrician. Send records directly to me per legal rights. You notify the ex neutrally. I'll obtain records directly from providers. Let them hoard. You bypass. If they no-show or chronically run late, you define the wait window. In writing, I will wait 15 minutes at exchanges. If you're not here, I will leave and the schedule remains as ordered. Then you leave at minute 16. You do not litigate feelings in the parking lot. You document the reality. Speaking of documentation, here's your system. Assume a judge or a mediator or a guardian ad litem may read anything you write. Keep a simple log with dates, times, facts, and exact quotes. Screenshot messages, export threads from your parenting app, save call logs, label neutrally. The 5th of April, 2026, exchange late 35 minutes, response, move to library lobby next time. No adjectives, no diagnoses, just observable behavior and your action. You are building a record of reality, not writing a diary of outrage. Now, expect an extinction burst. When you stop delivering attention on demand, they will ramp up more rage, more accusations, more fake urgency. That spike is not proof you're wrong. It's proof the old control cycle is dying. Plan your non-response strategy now. 9-0, second pause, breathe, scan for true logistics, reply once if necessary, otherwise, no response. Pre-write your scripts and keep them in your notes app so you don't improvise from adrenaline. Here's the psychology you're breaking. Intermittent reinforcement. If you sometimes bite, they will keep casting the line. Your consistency is what ends the game. Let them be mad. Let them flood your phone. Let them tell stories. Your consequence and your documentation are the brick wall they run into over and over until chaos gets boring because it no longer pays. The consequence is the part that makes the boundary real. And reality is what ends the control cycle. You stay boring. You stay written. You stay consistent. That's how your peace returns and your child gets the stability they deserve. I love you and I believe in you. Enforce it. Document it. Move on. Here's your anti-bait playbook, and I want you to practice it like a drill because this is where you either get hooked or you stay in control. The pause is the difference. Their text dings. Your body surges. You want to fire back. Stop. We're not doing that anymore. Use the 9-0 second pause protocol. Step 1, read it once. Step 2, put the phone down, face down, in another room if you have to. Step 3, breathe 5 slow in, 5 slow out for 90 seconds. I'm not kidding. Set a timer. You are training your body to stop treating their text like a fire alarm. Step 4, ask the 3 questions. What am I afraid of? Whose business am I in? What would peace look like right now? Step 5, draft your reply. Step 6, cut it in half. Then cut it in half again. Step 7, send the short, boring, logistics-only message when you are calm. Or don't send anything if there's no logistics to confirm. You're going to add one more filter before anything leaves your thumbs. No DEP. If your draft contains a backstory, a justification, or an emotional verdict, delete it. Don't defend. Don't engage. Don't explain. Don't personalize. Your job is to confirm logistics, not convince a person committed to misunderstanding you. I'm handing you 3 copy-paste closers that end circular fights. Use them exactly as written. I'm not discussing this. Please confirm the exchange time. I will respond to child-related logistics only. We'll follow the parenting plan. Let me show you the transformation. Before, I didn't abandon anyone. You changed pickup last minute, and I have the emails from the school proving I notified you. I've bent over backward to accommodate your schedule for months, and it's unfair to say I don't care about our kid. Please stop rewriting history. It's exhausting and confusing for everyone. After, pickup remains 5 p.m. at school entrance. Please confirm. That's it. If they continue, I will respond to child-related logistics only. If they keep going, silence. Let them spin. You stay boring. Another one. Before, you always accuse me of things that aren't true. I was at the pediatrician. The nurse can verify. You never give me credit for anything, and you're poisoning our child against me. After, pediatrician visit completed. Summary uploaded to the app will follow the parenting plan. Now, permission slip time, because I can feel the people pleasers twitching. You can be kind without being available. You can be firm without being mean. Neutral, brief, and consistent is not rude, it's regulated. It is the energy of an adult who knows their lane and drives it well. And when the bait is juicy, late night rants, character assassinations, fake emergencies, run the drill. Read, phone down, breathe, ask the 3 questions, draft, cut it in half, send the closer, or don't respond. Every time you do this, you teach your nervous system, we are safe. We choose when and how to engage. That's your power. That's your peace. Let them flail. You pause. You choose. You lead. Now we turn toward the person who matters most, your kid, and I need you to hear this like a bell. Your child does not need a prosecutor. They need a safe parent. I know the ache. You want to tell the whole truth. Every lie, every manipulation, the late pickups, the screaming voicemails. You want to download the receipts so your kid finally sees it. That urge is human, and it's a trap. Because the moment you make your child the jury, you put them in the middle of a war they did not start and cannot end. So we install a new tool, neutral truth. Neutral truth is the way you name what's happening without labeling the other parent. It sounds like this. That sounds confusing. Different houses do things differently. You can love both parents and have your feelings. Short, steady, no adjectives. You are the weather radio, not the storm. Kid says, Mom said you don't care about me because you didn't switch weekends. You breathe and answer. That sounds confusing. The schedule stays the same, so school and activities are predictable. You're loved and you don't have to handle adult plans. That's neutral truth. It corrects the record without turning the other parent into a villain in your living room. You're also going to coach them out of triangulation kindly and consistently. You never have to choose sides. That's adult business. You don't carry messages between houses. The adults will handle the schedule. If they push, you validate feeling and hold the lane. It makes sense, you feel torn. You don't have to fix it. I've got the adult stuff. Let them have their complicated love for both parents. You be the container that can hold all those feelings without spilling your own secrets versus surprises. This is a line you will teach on repeat. In our family, surprises are happy things we keep for a short time, like a birthday. Secrets are things someone says, never tell, and we don't keep those ever. You can tell me anything. You won't be in trouble. Practice it. Put it on the fridge. Empower them with a safety plan. If anything ever feels yucky or scary, you can call me, the school counselor, Aunt Jess. You are never alone. When do you escalate? Patterns, not one bad day, patterns. If your child reports threats, ongoing intimidation, chronic neglect, access to substances, unsafe driving, or you see sustained emotional abuse, document neutrally, date and time, exact words or behaviors. Your child's presentation, then consult professionals, pediatrician, therapist, school counselor, attorney. You do not handle serious stuff solo. You build a support net and you use it. Now, back to your lane, your locus of control. You can't control the other home. Let them run their house. You control emotional safety in yours. Rituals regulate. Predictable meals, steady bedtime, 5-minute debrief after exchanges, anything you want me to know. That sounds confusing. You're safe here. House rule. We speak truth without trashing people. Model it. If your kid asks, is dad lying? You anchor. I don't know what dad meant. Here's what's true in our house. We follow the schedule and we don't ask you to pick sides. Calm tone. Same words every time. This is how you protect your child. You become the stable, regulated truth teller. You do not recruit. You do not rant. You don't download your pain onto a developing nervous system. You make your home the place where emotions are named, bodies are safe, and facts are clear. Let them talk. Let them feel. Let the other parent be who they are. You hold the line of reality with love. Hands off, drop the oars, and give your kid the gift you wish someone had given you, a steady adult who tells the neutral truth and never makes you choose. I love you. You've got this. Here's what happens next, and I want you to expect it so you don't get spooked. When you cut off the supply, your attention, your explanations, your reactivity. They will escalate to get it back. Urgent demands. Emergency texts at 11:59 p.m. The concerned parent. Performance to the school. Smear campaigns to family and friends. Legal threats in all caps. That spike is called an extinction burst. Backlash is not proof your boundary is wrong. It's proof it's working. Let them throw a tantrum. You're not parenting them. You're parenting your child and yourself. Your 3 rules during escalation are simple. Stay boring, stay consistent, stay documented. Stay boring means your tone does not match their volume. Neutral, brief, factual. Noted. We'll follow the parenting plan. Please send logistics through the app. Pickup remains 5 p.m. That's it. Save the storytelling for therapy, not the thread. You will want to defend yourself. Don't. DEEP is closed. Stay consistent means you use the same scripts, the same response window, the same channel. No improvising because they change tactic. I will respond to child-related logistics only. Please communicate. Schedule changes in writing. We'll follow the order. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Consistency is the consequence. Stay documented means facts only, recorded well, screenshot messages, export app threads, log dates, times, no-shows, late arrivals, exact quotes. 4/5. Exchange late 35 minutes. Move venue to library lobby. No adjectives. No diagnosing. Reality is your ally. Now, smears. Do not chase every rumor. You don't need a press conference. You need to be unimpeachable. Your written communication is clean. Your exchanges are on time. Your kid's backpack is packed. If a smear hits school or activities, send a single neutral paragraph to the relevant adult. I'm aware there may be conflicting messages. I'm committed to child's attendance and well-being. Please include me on all communications and direct any concerns to me in writing. Then keep showing up. You win the long game with patterns of calm, not bursts of proof. Legal buttons. Listen to me. Do not withhold time. Do not violate orders out of spite. Do not make unilateral changes because you're angry. Let them rage. You follow the order. If something needs to change, you use the proper channel, attorney, mediator, court to modify it. Script for the thread will follow the current order. Any proposed changes can be addressed through the appropriate channel. Safety concerns, document patterns, adjust exchanges to safer public locations, notify your counsel, and keep everything in writing. Build your support stack now so you're not alone in the spike. Therapist or coach to regulate you. Attorney for strategy. A trusted friend who sanity checks messages before you send them one person, not a gossip committee. A parenting app that timestamps and exports. And your body plan, 9-0, second pause, water, walk around the block before you reply. Let them ramp up. Let them perform. Let them send 10 paragraphs. You stay boring, consistent, documented, hands off, drop the oars. You are not available for chaos. You are available for your child and your peace. I love you. Keep going. Let's land this plane and put it on one page so you can tape it to your fridge, your phone, your forehead if you need to. You don't need their agreement. You need your boundaries. The system is 3 beams, no drama, all action. Boundary 1, logistics only written communication. One channel, pick it and live there. No calls unless it's an actual emergency about the kid. Every message follows, confirm, clarify, close. You use your response window, not your adrenaline. You reply once, you do not go D. E, E, P. Don't defend, engage, explain, or personalize. If they text outside the lane, you redirect. Please send through the app. Email. If they insult you, you anchor. Pickup remains 5 p.m. Please confirm. Then you stop. Let them write essays. You keep it boring and written. Boundary 2, parallel parenting plus default to the plan. 2 homes, 1 child, minimal overlap. The court order is the default schedule, exchanges, holidays. If it's not in the plan and you don't both agree in writing, it's a no. Your house, your simple rules, same every time. Duplicates of essentials so you don't beg for items. The child is never the messenger. The adults handle adult business. If they call you inflexible, let them. You are flexible to the plan and firm to the chaos. Structure beats drama. Boundary 3, consequences plus documentation. A boundary without a consequence is a wish. Name what you will do, then do it. Harassment, I'll respond to child-related logistics only. Then silence. Repeated calls, please use the app for logistics. I won't be answering calls. Then do not disturb. Late exchanges, I wait 15 minutes, then I leave. At minute 16, drive. Hostile handoffs, move to a public venue and confirm it in writing. Hoarded info, go straight to schools and doctors. Notify neutrally. Log everything, dates, times, exact quotes, no adjectives. Reality is your ally. Now, your 7-day challenge. Day 1, choose your single channel and announce logistics only. Day 2, create your scripts notes, file your 3 closers, your redirects, your exchange lines. Day 3, implement the 9-0, second pause before any reply, timer on, phone down, breathe. Day 4, set your response window when you will and won't engage. Day 5, start your documentation log, simple, factual, daily. Day 6, pick one consequence you will actually enforce and tell them, then follow through. Day 7, debrief. Where did peace increase? What got easier? What needs tightening? Future you is going to thank present you. Fewer arguments, clearer exchanges, calmer home, a kid who feels less yanked and more secure. You stop ruminating at night because the plan is the plan and your messages are clean. This is not magic, it's skill. You are not helpless, you're practicing. Let them be who they are. Let them surge. Let them send paragraphs. Hands off. Drop the oars. You run your system. Try it this week. Tell me which script ended the text war. And yes, I am guilting and controlling you right now to follow and subscribe so you don't miss the next tool. Because I love you, I believe in you, and I want you living in peace. Now go enforce your boundaries.